Hello everyone, welcome on beautiful Vilu Reef Beach and Spa Resort Island in December 2012. Going to give to you a little bit of an inside view of this beautiful paradise island. So here we are. First of all, when you arrive over here at one of these pontons by waterplane, and one of these beautiful Maldivian blue boats is bringing you to the island, where you're already welcomed by some traditional Maldivian drum players and a welcoming committee giving you refreshing towels, etc. And now let's go on a little tour through this beautiful island. The whole island is around 400 meters long and approximately 200 meters wide. We're on the jetty and let's go onto it. Over there on the left you see the huge circle of water villas. Not too sure how many they have, but it's around 40, I guess. Approximately the same size as the island. And now let's walk on the beautiful island. This resort has been built in 1998. Had a damage, of course, with the tsunami in 2004, but everything has been rebuilt beautifully. And here we are. The South Nilandhe Atoll, Maldives. On this side you have the beautiful Nautilus bar. Very nice place in the evenings, the sunset bar. Hope that you can see everything in the shade. This is the inside of the Nautilus bar in the evenings. Lots of entertainment with karaoke and crab race, etc. In front of us. This is the reception area. This is a barefoot island, so usually you walk always barefoot because you have sand everywhere, including the reception. So let's walk into it. Hello, hello. Guten Tag. Everyone extremely politely. So here we are in the reception. Guten Tag, hello. So when we take a walk around the island right now. On the right side you have a little souvenir shop and a clothing shop, and you can find everything that is really needed. Here on the left side, books in all different kinds of languages for your own entertainment. The ping pong area, mostly occupied by Chinese tourists, of course. So, and now let's walk around the island. There are three different kinds of houses on the island. You have beach villas that we are usually sleeping in. Then they have the water villas that I'm going to show to you later. And then there are some garden villas, but that's a very limited number of villas. And let's go for the beach villa first. By the way, this is the beautiful spa building. Very traditionally done. Hello! Great masseuses from Thailand, of course. And here we are already standing in front of one of the first beach villas. Beach villa. Circling around the whole island. As you can see in the middle here, we are next to the beach already. So each beach villa has a little terrace. You will see that in a second. You walk out of the terrace and then you're already next to the beach. This time we're staying at the 111. My personal tip is, if you're here on the island and you decide to go for a beach villa, pick one between 105 and 112 house numbers, because those are the ones that have the most beautiful beach in front of it. And we're close to ours now. That's the 111. And here we are to our lovely little place. Grab the key. Hope that it's light inside, light enough. Ta-da! And light on. Doesn't that have a lot of charm? So it's such a beautiful place. So, very classical. Southern Asian, dark wood. Aircon, of course, needed. Beautiful Nautilus roof. Double bed. Very stylish, but very traditional at the same time. TV on the side. Little extra sofa on the side. The bed. Then you have a little clothing room up here, not really important for you to see right now. Let me switch on the light. Oh, our clothes, sorry for that. And very classically, an outside bathroom like you usually have on the Maldives, with a sink, the shower, an outside bathtub, your little private garden. So now let's go back into the house, but towards the other direction, onto the terrace. So let me close the door. Might get a little dark now, but that'll work. So here we go. And now paradise starts. Your own terrace, everything that is needed. And right outside is the beach already. I'll show you the other part. Here's the little building with the bathroom on that side. Do you hear something? It's so totally silent here. What you hear sometimes are birds, the sea, and that's it. So let's go onto the beach. What they've built after the tsunami are water breakers. They're absolutely needed on this island nowadays, because it simply is losing the sand. We had a very high tide last night, meaning the water was quite high, so these water breakers are needed. What you see on the other side over there is the local island. Most people, this is only for Maldivians, so tourists are not really allowed to get there. Other way around, it's the same thing everywhere on the Maldives. And here we are. This is the beach. Over there, you cannot really see it right now, is a sandbank that goes into the sea. And what you see over there is an island, and this is the vegetable island. It's actually the island where everything, fruit, vegetables, everything that you need for this 4+ star hotel, they grow it there and bring it over to this island. So, isn't that paradise? Look at this. Everyone has kind of a private space on the beach, and it is right in December, short before Christmas. One couple on the beach. There are people there, of course, but you don't really see them, you know? And this is so beautiful because you have your own part, you have your own space. People are extremely friendly, everyone is saying hello. And you feel very home and comfy here. So, what I do now is I go back. So you have sunbeds here. They're in plastic, not in wood. The wooden ones are on the terrace. The water over here, extremely needed when you come out of the sea to clean up your feet. So, all that snorkeling and diving stuff, and I close the door now of our house, walk around the house, and now I'm going to show you a little bit more on the inside of the island. So we are back on the main path. You find palm trees, orchids, beautiful butterflies, everything. In the middle of the island, here on the left, but totally hidden in between palm trees and other high trees, there is the staff area. And the staff area you cannot really see. Whoop, need to walk a little S here. So here's one beach villa after the other. Everyone with his own space on the beach. So now we're in front of two garden villas. They're here. They're less modern, a little bit cheaper than the beach villas. Most expensive is, of course, for honeymooners, etc., is the water villas. See, beautiful Asian garden with a water fountain. Let's continue. We're going to go to the Sunset Bar now. It's the pool bar with a beautiful pool. And the nice staff over there, already looking forward to my burger for lunch. $6.50, by the way, extremely cheap. One thing that is important, keep in mind that all these people that work here from Bangladesh, from the Maldives, from Nepal, from India, they don't earn much, so they totally rely on us. And what is important is bring enough US dollar notes with you, small notes, $1, 5, 10ers. Bring them with you and give them to the people when you think that it's appropriate. They'll be so happy. We'll send it straight to their families and make them happy. So keep that in mind as a little tip. Aha, there's someone on the path. Unbelievable. We're going to meet someone now. Again, on these sides, beach villas. On that side, the few garden villas. Trying to find one of the new built beach villas. They have finished one now. I'm going to change the whole resort one after the other, but that takes a while. Beautiful plants everywhere. Hibiscus, no clue what it's called in English. Tennis court on the left. Gardening stuff. Hello! Badminton court. What I'll do now is I think I'll walk around the island on the beach again. So simply this way, back to the sea. Let me see if I can somehow walk through without disturbing anyone. Oh, that should be okay, that works. So here we are again. Beautiful, isn't it? And that's paradise. Over there, right behind the water barrier, is the so-called house reef, We had a snorkeling trip this morning. Got in here. There's a security. And over here, down there, to our beach villa, we've seen a turtle, we've seen stingrays, and a gazillion of fish, of course. So, let's walk down the beach. As you can see, typically Maldives, very calm water. When it's raining, it's a tropical rain, which doesn't bother one. If it's a couple of days in a row, then of course it does. But on one day, it's actually quite nice, because the tropical rain is so totally different from our rain. So... they've closed this little part of the beach right now because of deep water. Last night, as I said, the tide was quite high and removed a little bit of the sand in there. So